Preparations are in their final phases now. Police expect 1 million people to attend the inauguration. Among those, hundreds of thousands of protesters as well as Trump supporters. Josh Benson kicks off our team coverage.
Hey, Jen, and it is America's biggest celebration of democracy now. D.C. is preparing, as you said. They're setting up the chairs, they're setting up the risers, the banners, the barriers, and they're doing some run-throughs as well. There's some stand-ins for the first family to actually walk through the whole situation prior to the big event tomorrow. Now, something we didn't see 8 years ago as a concern, drones. You know how big and popular they are now. The problem is they're a first-time threat. The aircraft that radar systems can't really detect because most of these things are made of plastic and they can easily fly over crowds. So what happens if someone were to put a bomb onto a drone? That would be a big problem. So companies are now coming out with defense mechanisms to try to stop these drones. Take a look at that. That is actually a net that can shoot out at the drone, but that causes a problem too because that could drop down into the crowds. But then you have something like this, like a ray gun that can actually disable a drone from several, actually hundreds of feet away, making it useless. So that's how they're trying to countermeasure any threats. Donald Trump preparing. He's leaving New York today, getting ready to head to D.C. for the inauguration. You can be sure that he is going to be ready for this big event. And there's going to be some performances as well. These are the big performers for tomorrow. The list is out. This is Toby Keith there on your left, Lee Greenwood in the middle, and Three Doors Down. So they are set to perform at the inauguration. You can expect this is going to be a day that is fully packed of events and celebrations, and we're going to cover it all for you. Rod, we'll send it back to you.
Indeed, it will be. The countdown, in fact, Josh, is almost over. Tomorrow at noon, Donald Trump will take the oath of office as the 45th President of the United States. Our team coverage continuing right now with Chief National Correspondent Jim Osman. Jim is live in the Capitol for us tonight, and I'm sure it's a very, very busy area for you there.
It is busy. Good evening from Washington. In less than 24 hours, America will have a president that has no governmental experience, but that's a major part why he got elected. Donald Trump stunned the world on November 8th, winning a victory in a narrow path through Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, besting Hillary Clinton, who was the overwhelming favorite. And despite President Obama's current impressive approval number, Trump won on an anti-Obama and anti-establishment agenda and his Make America Great Again slogan. Hundreds of thousands of people are expected in D.C. The head of the Young Republicans in San Francisco is already here.
Being a Republican in California is tough. Being a Republican in San Francisco is almost impossible. I say it's like being behind enemy lines. It's a very hostile environment.
Hillary Hagenbuck is a committed Trump devotee who is here to make her voice heard, not at the liberal-leaning Saturday Women's March, but at Trump's inauguration.
I'm mostly just filled with excitement and joy that we've got a Republican administration coming in, and I'm excited to hear what he says and what he's going to lay out for his administration for his first 100 days, and just feel the excitement and the surge of hope that goes through the crowd.
Protesters are expected for Trump's inauguration day, which Trump may not hear much of in the new bubble he will exist in. The sounds he hears may be when he and his wife Melania take their first dance together as president and first lady. So before we get to all of that, tomorrow at noon, the inauguration, the temperature 47 degrees, light rain. It's one of the warmer days we'll see for an inauguration. The warmest was in 1981, 55 degrees for Reagan's first inauguration, and ironically, the coldest was for Reagan's second inauguration in 1984. Reporting live in Washington, Jim Osman, News Channel 8.
Jim, quick question for you. The Republicans control Congress and the presidency as well. Is there a lot of pressure on the GOP to now make good on some of those election promises that were made?
Well, you know, there's a false sense of security with that, right? The Democrats have done this as well, where they think that the voters are in love with them in some sense because they had voted in both houses of Congress and the presidency. The problem is that if they don't get it done, if they don't get their agenda passed, places like Florida, Ohio, and Pennsylvania will notice and not necessarily be as loyal to them in 4 years if they don't make good on their promises.
A different kind of pressure. All right, Jim, thanks so much for that live report out of D.C. for us tonight.